Pacific Legal Foundation has filed a petition for certiorari with the United States Supreme Court asking the High Court to take up the Ninth Circuit's recent Delta smelt decision. This decision basically affirms the significant water cutbacks that have been imposed on the Central Valley Project and the State Water Project over the last several years that have resulted in significant economic and social harm throughout California's Central Valley, as well as water cutbacks in Southern California. The petition asked the Supreme Court to take up the case to address several important issues concerning to what extent the Endangered Species Act can be used to limit productive activity. One important issue that our petition asks the court to address is whether Endangered Species Act restrictions on private property and other productive activity, whether those restrictions have to take into account to some extent the negative impacts that they will have on the human community. The Ninth Circuit ruled that in protecting the Delta smelt, the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service has to ignore entirely the economic consequences of trying to protect the smelt, whatever the cost. At the same time, our petition asks the Supreme Court to reconsider its first and perhaps most important Endangered Species Act decision from 1978 called Tennessee Valley Authority versus Hill. This is the decision that said that when enacting the Endangered Species Act, Congress supposedly intended to make endangered species protections the highest priority of the federal government, and that endangered species must be protected whatever the cost. We at the Foundation think that that analysis was wrong in 1978, it's wrong today, and the negative effects of that analysis are best shown in what's happened here in California with the water cutbacks over the last several years. So we hope the Supreme Court will take up this case to address both of these important issues and ultimately to provide important relief to California, to water users here, to farmers, to farm workers, and to all who are dependent upon a reliable water supply. If you are interested in more information about the case, to read the cert petition, feel free to visit our website, pacificlegal.org.